So here we have this YITAHOME pre-lit Aspen fir Christmas tree. Now I'm going to quickly unbox and show you how to set this up, and then I'll give you a closer look at it, let you know what I think about it, and then show you all the different light modes. Alright, so it came in this simple cardboard box. We'll see if it fits back in here later. Then opening it up, there's a few different sections, this metal base, and then a little baggie with a wiring harness. After pulling out the tree, there's quite a few loose crystals in the bottom of the box. Now to set this thing up, we're going to go ahead and take the metal base, fold it out like this, then take the section of branches that has the A on it, stick it right into the stand. Then there's these 3 hooks that we need to screw into it, just like this. It makes the base nice and solid. Then we can drop in the center section, it just slides into the first one, and same thing with the top section. And then we're going to take this wiring harness and screw it into all these lights, starting with the top one here, then the one at the center, and the one at the bottom here. Then take this little section here and connect it into the wall plug. And now you have to fluff out the tree. Basically, you're just going to take each bunch of branches here and start folding it out, just like this, and once you do that to all the branches, it'll look like a nice full tree. Alright, and there we go, I got all the branches spread out, not too difficult. And it looks nice, it has these semi-realistic branch tips. I will say though, it definitely made a bit of a mess when I was spreading out all the branches. There's a bunch of these little plastic snow crystals scattered all around the floor now. So once you're done putting this together, you're definitely going to have to clean up a bit. Anyway, it has a pretty long cord to plug it in, so let's go ahead and do that now. And that looks pretty nice. The colorful lights are super cool, and there's plenty of them scattered throughout the tree, so you don't really have to add any more. And if you do want to add more, you will just have to plug it into another outlet, because the connectors on this don't accept any more plugs. Also, there's a bunch of different light modes that you can change with this little controller here, and I'll play those in just a minute. But anyway, these realistic branch tips look really good. They also feel semi-realistic. They're kind of plasticky, rubbery. And the realistic snow or ice crystals that are on them look pretty cool as well, but they don't stay on very well. If I brush my hand across them, some of them do fall off. Anyway, it has a nice wide 20-inch base. Overall, pretty sturdy, no problems here. So yeah, the branch tips look pretty cool, but the rest of the tree is just this normal plasticky paper stuff. Pretty standard for cheap Christmas trees. There's nothing wrong with them. They still hold lights or ornaments just fine, and they also look just fine from further away. They definitely help add volume, but when you're close up, they do look a little plasticky. There's also some pretty big gaps in the branches where the sections connect together. You can kind of hide that by moving some other branches into the way, and it kind of hides the gap. And since the post in the middle is covered in the same plasticky fluff, it is kind of difficult to notice from further away. But anyway, overall for its price, I think it is a pretty good Christmas tree. I would recommend against the crystals because it makes a bit of a mess, but I do like the realistic branch tips. Also, if you want to put it back in the box to store it, it does fit, but it is a little bit tight. Alright, so now let's go through all the different modes. There's 11 modes in total, and to switch between them, you're just going to press the button on this little box here that's connected to the power cord. Number 1 is called combination. It flashes between the multicolored lights and the warm lights. And then it slowly fades in and out of the multicolored and warm lights. Then number 2 is just a steady on for the warm colored lights. And number 3 is a steady on for the multicolored lights. Number 4 is sequential, very similar to number 1. Then number 5 is called slow go. It slowly fades between the warm lights and the multicolored lights. Number 6 is flash, and it just flashes the warm colored lights. Then number 7 is the same thing, but for the multicolored lights. For number 8, the warm lights slowly fade on and off. And then number 9, the multicolored lights slowly fade on and off. Then number 10 is called Chasing Flash, and in this one, each color blinks a few times and then alternates colors. And then for number 11, it's called In Waves. This is one of my favorites, and this one really smoothly fades in and out of the warm lights and the multicolored lights. And that's all, so thanks for watching, and I hope that was helpful.